Hello, good afternoon. It's Friday, January 14th, hardly ever dreaded. Uh, I'm spending the day glazing pots for the upcoming Super Bowl. And because they're getting 4 layers, I have to take pauses so that there's enough drying time between the layers and so forth and so on. Anyway, in the meantime, and that's some of them right there. I'll post pictures when they're done. Um, I want to talk about missing my friends. Okay, cheers to my friends, some of whom will recognize this mug. This is not a quart mug. It's only about 24 ounces. But on this occasion, as in many others, it holds a gin and tonic. I'm not bragging, I'm just saying. Not a huge amount of gin. Doesn't need a huge amount of gin. But I have a lot of friends who've learned to enjoy them the way I enjoy them. And I bring it up in this context because I want to talk about context. Okay, so one of the advantages of having your own studio, of working as your whole crew, is that you get to set the rules. I mean, there are some that'll probably get influenced by spouse and children, maybe even pets. But being your own boss in your own space, being your own health and safety officer, comes with responsibilities and opportunities. And I've got a friend who works in high-end engineering, and I guess Fridays, back when it was all in person, they would have beer 30. They had a fridge at the office, and 3 o'clock or 3:30 on a Friday, everybody would pop open a beer and sit around and chat, and that was a version of team building. It's good for morale. Nobody was operating any forklifts or anything, so nobody was in danger of getting hurt. Certainly nobody was getting too drunk to safely get home. So our culture has a lot to say about disgruntlement. Disgruntled employee, la la la. And we don't cover gruntlement very well. We're not very good at understanding why people enjoy the work they enjoy, or would never think of snapping at a coworker, or God forbid, look forward to going down to the studio to work on some pots, or things like that. It's sad, and I suppose it's a version of fear mongering in that being happy isn't newsworthy. So the news outlets all want to focus on all the many ways that people are unhappy. Okay, that's a choice. That's their business. But I'm pretty sure that if you're unhappy, you're either not going to make good pots, or you're not going to stick with it. At some point, it's going to break you down, the being disgruntled. And there are plenty of reasons to be disgruntled when you're a self-employed potter, but most of them have to do with finances and travel and breakage and paperwork and the occasional bad firing or bad ingredient, or what. I mean, it's not all roses and sunshine. So you have to be intentional. You can't. Well, you can. I'm advising to choose happiness, to choose gruntlement, to make choices to protect yourself, to take a little time off, to have dessert first, all the things. Because when you're working alone, potentially, self-employed with a boss who's incompetent or cranky, you also need to be in charge of your own capacity to smile. So, to all my absent friends who I wish were here doing this with me, happy Friday. Have a good evening.